Hey guys, this is a quick tutorial here on how to install Windows 11 version 24H2 on a Dell 7460 Optiplex. As you can see, I'm using a thumb drive to actually do this install. It's pretty much one of the most efficient. You just build a Windows thumb drive to go ahead and do it. So if you can see here in the video, what I'm going to do right now, I've already changed. I got a fresh hard drive in there, fresh SSD, and I'm just going to boot it. I'm pressing the power, hitting F12, get into this menu here, and select, of course, UEFI boot, which is the PNY USB is my thumb drive. And we're going to go ahead and let that go ahead and boot up. Also, for those of you who have computers that are not quite compatible with, they don't meet the specifications for Windows 11, I'll actually address that in another video. I'll leave that link down in the description. Yeah. Okay, here we are. And like I say, this is the newest version. Today is October 22nd, 2024. This is the newest version of Windows 11, and this is what it looks like when you do the initial install. Some of these screens are pretty much everything is click and point. I mean, I can kind of show you everything right here. See how everything is going. As you can see, this drive, it's my only drive and it's all free space. I haven't even formatted it. Once I click next, the system will automatically format the drive. So it should be disk 0. Disk 1 is actually my thumb drive that you see in there. So I'm going to hit disk 0 and then I'm going to click on next. Make sure if you're using a drive that has already been formatted, make sure you go in and delete everything off of it and leave it completely unallocated space, and then you click next on it, and the system will automatically format it and partition it properly. So this Windows 11 screen here, I'm not going to let you guys sit through this because that's just time killing there. So I'm going to go ahead and skip through because it's going to do a couple restarts and a couple updates and restarts while it's doing the install. So I'm not going to let you guys bear through that. Go ahead and skip through. I think at this point, it may have already installed the basic OS. Just give it just a sec. Okay. Yeah, now at this point right now it's installing updates. Now that it has installed, it's looking for drivers and stuff like that. It does act, this computer is actually connected to the Ethernet, but it will ask you to connect to Wi-Fi or whatever if you don't have internet while you're doing this. So this is just a convenience thing. And like I say, links to all of this stuff will be down in the description, to the thumb drive, the software I use to build the thumb drive, and the actual ISO download from Microsoft. I'll actually leave links for that as well. And if I'm sure I told you, but this is version 24H2, and it does look a little different from the previous versions I was using a few months ago. I guess Microsoft is streamlining the process. So here we go. I think I'm skipping through a few other things, because like I said, it was probably about a 10-minute wait, that I've skipped through on you guys. You guys kind of got it down to a little less than a minute. But here we are at our initial setup. It's just your basic Windows 11 setup screen. That hasn't changed much at all. Keyboard, computer name, typical stuff. It does check for updates in here. This portion I just skip. I don't want to name the device right now because, like I say, this is a demo. Now, instead of, I do set up for work or school because I want to just a basic login with no information, nothing tied to it. So when I put in the name here, I don't put a password. test user, as you can see. Let me split that up. I'm gonna put a underscore in between it. Click next, no password. And like I say, I did this strictly because I know this is a demo. This is not for anything, and I may re-erase it later. Next, and accept, and this goes through. Now this is fairly new, the screen that you're about to see. It's a Windows update. Well, this is common, but there's another Windows update screen here that's fairly new, that now it downloads all the updates as it installs. Yeah, this right here, this is a screen, this update is in progress. So it makes sure that you have all of the latest drivers and things for your system as it's doing its install. I guess this is part of a new Windows OOBE, or out of the box experience. So I'm not going to let you sit through this as well. I'm going to also fast forward it through this. It's like watching paint dry. So skip to that. Let's see. And it does restart a couple times, and all that is Windows installing video drivers, the most recent video drivers and audio drivers and stuff like that. So the screen does flash a few times, so if you see that, don't panic. Down here, okay, I skipped through most of that there anyway. So here we are, we're rebooting back up. More updates. I think I jumped all the way through that as well. And does that one more time. And finally, it is actually logging in. And like I say, this process depends on a lot of things with your system. If you have more memory, it'll be faster. You have faster SSDs with faster load times. This will go much faster. I think this is like an 8 gig system with an i5 in it, which like maybe a 6th or 7th gen i5. So, you know, it's just not the newest system. And here we are. This is your Windows 11 home screen, you know, no login, no password. It's under test user, of course. It's just an account, a local account that you can go in and out that does have administrative privileges, you know. So it's just, you know, if you were making this just for yourself or something for home, this would be perfect. And what I'm doing here is just showing you the format, what the system says. Windows 11 Pro version, of course, and you know what it is. So like I say, all the stuff will be down in the description. So any questions, just please put them down in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks, guys.